Hey, it's Thomas DeLauer here, and today I am with another member of the Jigsaw Business and Clinical Advisory Board, Dr. Lance Dreher. And Dr. Lance Dreher is absolutely an expert when it comes to exercise science and making sure that you're feeling your best. And we thought it would be a good time to do a video talking about low back pain and anterior pelvic tilt and showing the viewers a few ways that we can get around, I don't know, getting over that lower back stiffness after you've been on a plane like I just was, or you're sitting at an office all the time. We give you 2 tips that you can use when it comes to exercise, and then I'm going to throw one curveball at you and give you a nutritional tip. So I'm going to turn myself over to Dr. Dreher here, and he's going to tell me what to do.
Thomas, the #1 cause the problems of low back and anterior pelvic tilt is this.
Really?
You know what that is, don't you?
Sitting at a desk.
You got it. Okay, because when you sit in that position for too long, the hip flexor tightens and shortens. Okay, we call that the gamma tone gradient. So the normal length of the muscle changes. Okay, so when they stand up, okay, so you have a muscle that's this long normally, standing, is this long.
Interesting.
So it contracts against the lower back, causing the lower back muscles to spasm. Over time, this happens.
Gotcha.
Also, lower abdominal muscles weaken. Okay. So the best way to fix it is 2 movements. Okay, one is to get the leg back by doing hip hyperextension, because when you lift the leg back, you're using reciprocal inhibition to shut the hip flexors off.
Now, what does reciprocal inhibition mean?
Opposite action.
Gotcha.
Okay, so when I do hip flexion, the extensors relax to get my leg up.
Got it.
So the brain sends messages there first.
Got it.
So when my brain says, get your leg back, the messages go here first.
Okay.
They shut down, my leg goes back. So the muscle then elongates.
Okay.
That's the correct way to stretch.
So it's like a dynamic movement rather than just static.
Exactly. Static stretching doesn't fix that problem. You have to do movement. You re-educate the muscles to do that. Then work the lower abdominal.
Okay.
And the way to do that is to reverse crunches. Not the regular crunches, but where you lay on the back. And unlike trainers that I see in the gym where they get the legs out and doing leg raises, you're involving the hip flexor when you do that. To take the hip flexor out, you have to have the hips flexed at a right angle. Then you shut the muscle off.
Gotcha.
Okay, then you roll the lower back up about 4 inches.
Okay.
Okay, and you activate the lower abdominal.
I can actually demonstrate if you want to show me real quick.
That'd be great, yeah.
Because I've got a lot of lower back lordosis, so I'd probably be a good person to show this on.
Okay, so put your arm along your sides.
Okay.
Okay, starting position's here.
Okay.
It's also ending position. That bother you?
No, not at all.
Okay. From there, knees go towards the chest, lift the lower back up slightly.
Okay.
Hold it for 4 counts, go back down, touch, and repeat that.
Gotcha. See, I'm already shaking doing that.
Yeah, so when you're doing that,
Mr. Muscle Man over here.
reciprocally, you're shutting the lower back muscles off, you're relaxing them.
Gotcha.
Okay. You're resetting them is what you're actually doing. You shouldn't be shaking, you're too young.
Yeah, see, it's bad. And the interesting thing is,
you do this?
It probably makes the same difference. See, I'm at a stand-up desk all the time, and I think that I'm causing the same problem being at a stand-up desk just because I'm constantly cocking from one side to the other.
Well, you're better standing than you are sitting.
Definitely.
Okay, but the worst thing is when people extend the legs out, because now you have the hip flexors involved.
Totally.
So you're opposing what you're trying to do, which is to balance those muscle groups out.
Gotcha.
Okay, so right angle, knees towards chest, lift the butt up, hold it, back down.
Got it.
Okay?
Yep, definitely can see that.
Yeah, that should be part of your routine.
Perfect. Well, it's now part of it.
Okay, now, so you have back issues, right?
Definitely.
Put your feet down.
Okay.
Okay, suck your gut in. Okay, hold it there. Relax it. Okay, now you're actually exercising your normal lifting belt, your transverse abdominis muscle. Right. Okay, so it wraps around the back, okay, internally. Okay, relax it. You can actually do that sitting up, standing up. You can do it in your car. All right, most people never ever do that. Okay, so make that part of your routine too. That'll help that low back issue.
Interesting. Okay.
All right?
Perfect. So then when we're talking about nutrition when it comes to kind of fixing these issues and things like that, one thing that I always thought was interesting, now we've got the doc here who's clearly an expert in exercise science and can show me all the things that I've probably been doing wrong for years and years and years, and years of being 280 pounds and overweight and putting a lot of pressure on my low back to begin with. But what about from a nutritional standpoint? What kind of things can you do? And I'm going to let the doc expand a little bit on this because he actually has his PhD in nutritional counseling, so he's truly an expert in this world. But I want to focus on something that I talk about a lot, and that's magnesium and that balance of calcium and magnesium. Because people think muscles, they just think protein. They don't even think anything else. They don't think about the fact that magnesium relaxes the muscle, calcium contracts it and causes that, excitability. And that calcification eventually can cause you to tighten up even more.
Right, it causes an imbalance between those 2 minerals. Okay, so magnesium is an essential mineral in regards to getting the muscle to relax. It includes a heart muscles, all the muscles that move the body around, okay, your arteries, all those muscles are involved in it. So magnesium is instrumental. In fact, it helps with blood sugar, does a lot of blood pressure, does a lot of different things. So if a person has tight muscles, one of the best things they can do is actually take magnesium. Supplement the diet with magnesium. A good formula is about 5 milligrams per every pound of body weight.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I've heard that, and I've mentioned this before in other videos, that if you're under stress, a lot of times you even want to increase that. Or if you're depleting your magnesium by, sweating a lot, you're exercising a lot, there's no magical formula per se to increase the amount that you should be taking in. But kind of rule of thumb is if you're under stress, you might want to take a little bit more.
Right. And some people are magnesium oxidizers. I used to take as much as 2,000 milligrams a day without any problems. Now I take about 1,000.
So, and this is a little bit off topic, but you hit something that I'm kind of curious in. How do you know if you're a magnesium oxidizer?
Because if you're taking a lot of magnesium, it doesn't cause you to go to the bathroom.
There you go.
Okay.
So what are you? So
You need to find that out.
well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Lance Dreher. You can find him by looking up Dr. Fitness or Dr. Fitness AZ. He's here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people for my lower back issue. I've seen a lot of people for my just overall posture and different deviances there, and this guy knows his stuff. So if you're in the Arizona area, you're in the Scottsdale area, make sure that you look him up. And as always, we stand behind Jigsaw Health, looking at the best magnesium that you can possibly get in there to make sure that you're absorbing your magnesium and not just running to the bathroom.
You got it. You're right on that, exactly.
So, Lance, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate it.